Hello, Taurus Collective. Welcome to another episode of Ethereal Tarot. My name is Carla. If Taurus is your sun, moon, or rising sign, then this message, this tarot reading is for you. And Taurus, your weekly readings will come out every Tuesday, so be sure to check back every Tuesday for those. And push subscribe. It's totally free. It doesn't cost anything, and it helps to support the channel, helps to support me giving you these weekly readings every week, which I so adore doing. And thanks for being patient while I took my little break. I took a little spring break with the kiddos, and I'm back at it, nice and fresh. So let's see what we've got for Taurus. Feel free to take in what resonates, let go of what doesn't, okay? Don't ever be afraid to use your own intuition for that. And check out your sun, moon, and rising. You could find some nuggets of resonance in those as well. All right, what do we have for Taurus for this week? Strength. Knight of Swords. Three of Cups. 10 of Wands. Ace of Pentacles. 6 of Cups. Knight of Wands, the Empress, and the 5 of Cups. All right, Taurus, let's take a little look-see around the room here. If you're new here, welcome, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. Either way, I adore you. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for taking the time. And this is how I do my spreads. This is how I do my readings. I read from left to right. This first path is the path of the current situation. Normally the block, the challenge, the blocking factor, the conflict, something that needs to come up into your field of awareness at this time. Normally it already is bubbling at the surface, or it could just be just below the surface, people find. So yeah, then we'll go to the path of higher self. This is what God, spirit, angels, spirit guides, any higher realm being, this is what they want you to remember. And keyword is remember, because we have every energy of the tarot inside of us. It's not selective. It's just which one are we showcasing at this point. So this is a message from higher self that they want you to remember. Okay, they want you to remember, they want you to cultivate on, they want you to remind you of this, and you can use it as a message of pure guidance, which is beautiful. Then we have the path of the possible outcome. And I do say possible because I honor and realize that free will is the strongest law of the universe. And so, so I honor that by saying possible. So we'll take a look at an outcome for you. Let's start with the path of the current, Taurus. We've got strength, Knight of Swords, and the 3 of Cups. I'm seeing something where it's almost as if like you're puffing your chest, you know, there's an inflation of your chest and I'm a Taurus sun, so I understand when we can get proud or stubborn or try to, hold firm to something, even when we kind of know there's a little tidbit inside of us that knows that maybe I need to back down, or maybe I need to take it easy, take it back a step, take it back a beat. Knight of Swords is that intrusive energy. It's like coming in and shoom, like doing, impulsivity and intrusion on the energy, really. I see it as maybe even an intrusion on your energy, or maybe you're going in, with, it's like heavy-handed, too high. You're not thinking about something. You're just doing. And it's like, maybe you need to take a step back, Taurus. Don't get into your bull rage so quick. I also see there's a pride on the line. Maybe you're needing a little humility, and it's cutting you off somehow, because 3 of Cups is all this like inclusion energy, inclusive energy, and so I see it as like you slashing your expansion, but then I also see it as like you're not being included in something. Maybe that's why you're reacting that way. And maybe it was abrupt, but you're like digging your heels in, okay? You're digging your heels in, whereas maybe it's like, maybe in order to see my expansion further or see my expansion through, I need to, and we don't always have to be actively expanding or aware of our expansion either, okay? So don't take this the wrong way, but it's like maybe we can hold off. And maybe not even hold off, but do it with more humility, okay? Take down the guard, take down the resistance, take down the pride. Let's see what we got. 4 of Cups. Yeah, there's a need for that. And the Queen of Swords, that's clarity. There's a need for clarity. There's a need for, look at how meditative he is. He's contemplating, he's reflecting. He is being handed him that's the Ace of Cups cup. It's the one on the wings. And that is like, it's like, start to tune into your surroundings, to what's around you. Get into that more gracious energy and maybe even let down the guard, become a little more contemplative. There's a need for clarity, maybe a clarity on what you want out of this person, place, thing, situationship. And I think that there's a level to it where it's like you need to be a little more realistic, okay? A little more realistic, a little more take down the shield and just kind of settle into this more reflective state. Or even if you need to make decisions about something, it's like come back to base. Okay, 4 is always base. 4 of Cups, you got 4 is always base. It's like come back to base, see how you actually feel about it. And don't always go just off of the pride or off of the stubbornness or just because you did it before or just because you thought you wanted it this way previously. I feel like new things have developed. New fresh energy has developed, and it's like that's worth taking a look at. And this is all for your benefit. Okay, this is all for your benefit. This is not to just become this limp noodle doormat. All right, this is all to your benefit. And I think that communication is also key here, whether that be communication with self, whether that be communication with other. It's just a key factor here. Let's go into what higher self wants you to remember. Okay, keyword is remember. Remember that. This is a message of guidance. So we've got 10 of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, and 6 of Cups. I love it for you, Taurus. 10 of Wands is all about gathering up what you've accomplished, what you've already integrated, okay? What you've already integrated. Taurus can be wise. They can be slow to act. They can also be stubborn. Think about a bull acting out when they get in that rage mode, okay? It's like once you've got the pot boiling, kind of like watch out, right? But this is showing you like and reminding you of what you've integrated so far. Think about it, okay? Think about what you integrated. Think about your achievements, your accomplishments. And Ace of Pentacles is showing you like, I think it's very fitting. You got a 10 here and then an ace here because it's like, this is before the ace, right? The 10 is the last. Then it's like turning a new leaf. I don't know if you have a big decision to make about something, but higher self is reminding you of your resiliency, your resourcefulness, and your ability to cultivate and build on new opportunities, okay? And to remind you, you're not missing out on anything. You don't have to puff up your chest and be proud. You can take it internal and come to this place of more like, ooh, okay, I can envision a new opportunity. I can take with me what I've cultivated and take that forward into that new opportunity. I don't have to be bitter. I don't have to sit around and, well, let's go into the next card. 6 of Cups is all about your bliss. I love how it's paired with your bliss because it's like, figure out what you truly want in this, Taurus. Don't go off of old, past energy. Don't go off of your pattern necessarily, okay? Think about what you've actually integrated and cultivated. This is all about finding your bliss, your harmony. Follow that, the joy. And it's not necessarily excitement. It's not necessarily this, this rush of energy with the strength and the Knight of Swords. It's more so finding what brings you joy, which is different than excitement. Joy can lead to excitement, sure. But joy is more of that contentedness, okay? The knowing, the integrations. Give me more from higher self for Taurus, please. Ace of Swords. I love how you're getting all these aces and the 10 of Cups, you guys. More bliss, more butterflies and rainbows, more clarity, more fresh energy. Higher self wants to remind you because when we get defensive, when we get resistance, when we come up against resistance, it's because we need to form anew. And sure, it might feel scary or you might be afraid to like let go of something instead of grip it tight and keep it close. But it's like higher self is reminding you of just the new fresh energy that you can embrace. And also, I mean, these are both just blissed out, like total bliss. I think it's showing you that follow your bliss. Don't follow the resistant energy. Don't follow this stuck just this kind of stuck, proud, prideful energy, which is all past stuff. That's all ego, right? We can get so fixated on what we're doing that we miss out on the chances of being receptive to what comes in. Okay. It's like you kind of like your blinders are on to what really brings you joy, brings you contentedness, brings you harmony. And you are about that harmony too. Your ruling planetary body is Venus. You know, that's the pleasures, that's the comforts, that's the bliss, that's the joy. It's the joys of life. Remember that. I don't think that you want to be in this very resistant and stubborn, proud energy. I don't think that that's long-term for you. Okay. Of course we can find ourselves stuck in those times. Let's go into your possible outcome here. Knight of Wands, Empress, and the Five of Cups. Guys, you guys, enthusiasm. It's different than Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is it's a little rougher of energy. It's a little bit more intense. It's not that it's more intense. It's more so just intrusive. It's more like jolting. It's like a lightning bolt. And it's like, like too much of just going in and like, hacking away at things instead of being like, ooh, I know my vision. I know my purpose. I'm honoring it. And I'm enthusiastic about what's to come. There's some enthusiasm with the Knight of Wands. Okay. And well, the Empress is just that she is just the creatrix, she's the one manifesting, but then she's also creating. It's not just imagining, it's creation too. Okay. She is the abundance. She is the fullness of life. She experiences the fullness of life. She experiences she's in touch with her spiritual will, her divine will. She's in touch with above and below. It's just a beautiful outcome card for you to have, especially given all this new fresh energy, fresh opportunity that, of the message of guidance. I do see you really listening to higher self, by the way. I see you listening very deeply to higher self. And talk about following your bliss. Empress does that. She honors her visions by implementing them, doing them, bringing them down and through. Okay. The Five of Cups here is also gorgeous because this is the more realistic side of an outcome, I think. It's more so saying like, yeah, you might experience a perception. You might have a perception of loss here, but, and it's okay to take the time to, like, this card is always like, it's okay to take the time to grieve the loss that you will experience. Okay. 3 cups are down. He's looking at them. He's facing them. He's realizing them. He's accepting them for being down. Okay. Because he's going, oh man, this was a loss. But he's got 2 cups behind him that are full and upright. Right. So it's like, I love the Five of Cups because it's such a card of acceptance. It's like, it's okay to grieve. It's okay to grieve. But guess what? What's behind you? What's in front of you? What could be in front of you if you would just turn around at some point, and you will turn it around. You will turn around your perception of loss. That always comes with healing. Always. It's like what's in front of you if you would turn it around. It's like the other side of grief is the fact that you've loved. Okay. There's love there. Cups are love. Cups are emotions. Cups are, but it's also spiritual love too. It's like that divine love. It's not just romantic love. Definitely, certainly not. It's love on all levels though. So it's like when you flip grief on its side, okay, yes, grief can be painful. It can be perceived as loss. It can hurt at times, but it's like when the flip side of grief is just this expansive, beautiful energy. It means that you have loved. Okay, which is such a gift. It's such a gift in and of itself. I know, sometimes easier said than done to experience, but there is a flip side to grief, and it's all grief. Grief has this like breadth and width to it that is so expansive. It's such an expansive experience to grieve. And I love how this card just like reflects that. And it's also acceptance too. Okay. Give me more for Taurus possible outcome. 10 of Swords. Yes, there's endings. There were endings here. And the Emperor. Oh, you got the Emperor and the Empress in your line. Wow, Taurus. Things are ending for you, but there's new beginnings. Talk about the creators. Whoa, Taurus. Whoa. And creation too. Enthusiastic about the creation, honoring the vision, going out and doing. Empress and Emperor. I mean, obviously they complement each other. They go together. You can't have Empress without the Emperor. So she already has Emperor energy in her. Same goes with the Emperor. You can't have the constitution of form without first having the idea. Okay. So Empress and Emperor, that is you just really honing in. I think on your bliss at the end of the day, even though there's endings, there's things that you'll need to accept. But I think it's just more of an indication of that breadth, that width, and realizing your integrations and realizing your vision and honor. And I think really like this is a card of letting go. I mean, he can't let go any more than he has, right? There's no resistance there. There's no resistance. So that is letting go of your resistance, of your pride. There's like a death to the ego on a certain level in this. And I think it's going to be such an expansive thing for you. Wow. Taurus. Wow. I'm excited to see what you'll create and where you'll go. I'm going to go into my tarot sidekick now. And this isn't a tarot deck, but it will give us questions and prompts to further deepen your read. Where does Taurus want us to go today? Oh, we got one that literally leapt out at us. Should I pause or act or pause in this moment? Should I act or pause in this moment? What a great question for you. Because, well, it's a great question because I think that you do have a big decision to get clear on. You do have a big decision to make here. And I do think that there's some reflection that needs to happen, but also what kind of doing or what kind of pausing I think is necessary right now for Taurus. I'm going to go into my Cozy Tarot deck here so that we have the full potentiality of the tarot at our fingertips. Should Taurus pause or act in this moment? King of Wands, Seven of Wands, Ace of Cups. Okay, you guys, this is giving you the green light to really get in touch with your inner light, to show you that you have the resiliency, you have the fight in you, and to show you that, I mean, I think it's a go, but I think it's about getting in touch with your inner flame, your inner, what you really feel about something, okay? Because first of all, you got Wands, which is all that inner fire, the inner will, the drive, the intention, the what you're going to create. It is the will, the willpower. Then you got Cups here, which tells me getting clear on what you want. More than that, getting clear on what will help you give and receive, to have more flow in your life, less resistance, more flow. Okay, that's where we want to get. So I think in this sense, it's an action, because King of Wands, it does take action. He doesn't sit around and reflect. Seven of Wands is action. That's you having the wherewithal, the energy for this. And the Ace of Cups is the give and receive. It's like you need to let go of something in order to receive something. You need to let go of something in order to receive something. You need to let go of something in order to receive. It's all just the universal law, right? Letting go of something to receive the messages that you need to move forward. So it's an act. It's an act. And I think it's less about you being confident in your stance. It's more about connection to what drives you, what will and is going to drive you forward. Getting realistic about that. Okay. Wow. Very clear. What a deep read. This was a joy. This was really cool to read for you. I'm going to go into my Oracle of the Angels here. This is a love note from the universe for Taurus. A little kiss on the forehead from the angels. You can always come back to this message because it's a message from the angels. How is that not always applicable? Push subscribe, Taurus. It's totally free. It doesn't cost anything. You could have this much fun every week. Push subscribe, comment, like, share, all the things. And let's see what we have for Taurus at this time. Awakening. Oh, wow. Awakening. Let's see what it has to say for you. This is a period of great spiritual awakening for you. You are being initiated into a new higher level of existence. You may have noticed some unexpected changes taking place in your life. This is all a part of your preparation. You are drawing ever closer to the divine, and once this process is complete, you will feel a greater degree of connection as well as an increased capacity to love and be loved. That's all your Ace of Cups. And Empress, and Emperor, and Five of Cups. Oh my gosh. I mean, it just goes right in line with your outcome. The need to let go, the need to let go, the need for the completion to happen. I open my heart and spread my wings towards what is true. I lift my thoughts towards God, nature, beauty. May the spiritual consciousness in me awaken in love and in wisdom. So be it. Wow, Taurus, thank you so much for allowing me to read for you today. It has been an utter delight, a privilege, and honor. And until next time, joyful blessings.